Hello, today on Studio G, we take a look at a local animal habitat.
Alex Bull brings us a recap of this weekend's sports, and later he will sit down with UNLV tennis #1, Ace Matias.
Austin Ennie has your news from across the nation.
All this and more coming up on Studio G.
Welcome to Studio G. I'm Allison Whitley.
And I'm Donald Woods. A fire happened on the UNLV campus today. The blaze occurred at the Harmon Westfall Building's Delivery Center. This morning, 5 Clark County Fire Department engines were called to the scene at about 7:40 and was contained at 8:20. Witnesses at the scene said they tried to contain the fire and used 2.5 fire extinguishers. The fire sprinklers also went off. Witnesses said a gas line was near the flames. West Harmon Road was closed for the duration of the fire but is open right now. The building also has full power. The delivery center has limited use according to UNLV police. People affiliated with UNLV received an automated message from UNLV police regarding the fire. The cause and cost of the fire is unknown and the investigation is still ongoing. We will have more for you as this story develops.
Las Vegas spares no expense to have exotic creatures in the desert, but one place has a sanctuary that is exclusive to one majestic animal. Carl Winder has more on the story.
It's like this for all the other habitats and sanctuaries that I visited.
Brian Rounds has been a lion trainer at Lion Habitat Ranch right outside Las Vegas for 6 years. And in his experience, which includes working at Ringling Brothers Circus, this is the best lion sanctuary he has ever seen.
In my opinion, by far the best and well kept up lion habitat facility that I've been to.
The Lion Ranch used to be owned by MGM and was closed to the public, but when their contract expired, owner Keith Evans decided to open the ranch to the public.
We decided to open up the ranch to the public so they could see all 40 lions instead of just 2 at a time.
And for Evans, he is more than happy to see the lions he and his staff have raised to just stay on the ranch.
We're just happy that they get to stay at home. They don't have to go anywhere now for people to see them.
And here at the Lion Rescue, they not only take care of the big cats, they also raise these little cubs. One thing that is unique to the sanctuary is all of their cubs are raised at the ranch. For some visitors, the cubs are the main attraction.
My favorite, I'd have to say the cubs. They're so cute.
The cubs. Taking my picture with the cub.
The ranch houses the most lions in Nevada, and for Rounds, he feels he has the greatest job in the world.
I'm very lucky to have this job right now and be able to work with all these majestic animals out here.
Reporting for Studio G, I'm Carl Winder.
For more information about the Lion Habitat Ranch, go to lionhabitatranch.com.
During the Greenfest celebration, UNLV students broke a national record using recycled boxes from campus. Reporter Maria Landeros has the story.
Over the past few years, 3 universities across the nation have taken recycling to another level. Harvard, BYU, and UNLV Architecture students have an ongoing battle over who can build the largest structure out of cardboard boxes and tape.
Part of the experiment here is really to get students engaged in the materials that they build with. They learn more of the hands-on building techniques.
The schools are even keeping official tabs on recordsetter.com, which allows anyone with a video camera to set a world record as long as it's documented. UNLV students had only 3 weeks to work in groups and manipulate the cardboard boxes into realistic architectural concepts.
Our main idea was to give kind of an office feel. So that's the point of the chair. We have a table, we have a bookshelf.
With 2,249 boxes on display, UNLV stole BYU's record of 1,655 boxes set just last month.
I bet you Harvard's going to try to beat us again. So it's an ongoing battle.
Not only did these UNLV students beat the current record, but they also gained valuable skills that will help them out in their future.
Building upscale is a lot more time consuming.
While this three-way race has crowned a new winner, it's only a matter of time before more decide to join in the fun.
We're already up to over 2,000 boxes, so I don't know what's going to happen after we all start getting bigger and bigger. And we're hoping other colleges and universities jump in.
For Studio G, I'm Maria Landeros.
Congratulations to the architecture students for setting a new record and promoting recycling on campus.
When we get back, Alex Bull will take a look at your weekend in sports.
And Bree Bradley will have the Motorsports Minutes.
Hello, I'm Police Officer Paul Velez with the UNLV Police Department. What you just saw was an example of how quickly your property can be stolen here on campus. On campus, our #1 reported crime is unattended property theft. Here's some helpful tips. Always keep your property secure and on your person, and if you need to leave your property behind, ask somebody to help you and to watch your stuff while you're gone. And also, be aware of your surroundings and who's around you. And please help us keep the campus as safe as possible. Thank you.
Welcome to the Art Department at UNLV, where students can express their creative side. You can also check out the current exhibits at the Grant Hall Gallery, Jesse Metcalf Gallery, and Donna Beam Gallery of Fine Art, featuring recent artwork displays by students, staff, and local artists. Whether your forte is taking photos, painting a picture, or carving a sculpture, make sure to check out the UNLV Art Department located in the Alta Ham Fine Arts Building.
It's convenience. It saves me a lot of money because I'm on a meal plan basically, and it saves me time because I don't have to walk across the street. It saves me gas because I don't have to drive anywhere to eat, and especially being a lazy college student, I can just walk right over here when I'm hungry and not have to wait that much longer to get food.
Welcome back to Studio G. Let's take a look at our local weather. It is a beautiful 85 degrees today, sunny and gorgeous, no winds that I can see. We're looking at the nation, or not the nation, at Nevada. We have Lake Tahoe here at 62, going down to Mercury at 81, 79 degrees in St. George, basically all sunny, all beautiful. Let's go down to look at the nation as a whole. We can see there is a slight wind and cloud coverage going in the center up to the northern part of the country, going out that way, but Las Vegas should not be affected. There also is a little bit of a storm at the Atlantic Ocean going out towards the ocean, so we're not going to be seeing much of that either. Looking at the weather for the nation, we can see Miami is 80 degrees, but it is cloudy. We do have cloud coverage in the center of the country. 52 degrees in Omaha and cloudy and rainy, as well as 62 degrees in Kansas City, and it's also cloudy. 27 degrees in Billings. It's probably one of the coldest places in the nation at the moment. Looking at your 7-day forecast, we can see it is 76 degrees today, or tomorrow. It's going to be 85 by Friday, so very warm. Rounding out on Monday at 91, starting to see that summer weather. Now we're going to send it to the newsroom where Austin Ennie has your latest updates from around the U.S. Austin?
That's right. Thank you, Allison. Time now for your look at what's happening around the nation on this Monday. Well, today, Boston continues to try to get back to normal. The city's most public space, Boston Common, was alive again after Friday's eerie quiet. Families strolled, relieved to finally have their city back after this past week of terror. Friday night, locals burst onto the streets to cheer for the police, who brought an end to the manhunt. But the light of day brings the stark reminder that while one suspect is dead and the other in custody, the violence they left in their wake, that remains. 4 dead and dozens more wounded with injuries they'll live with forever. The makeshift memorial here is sort of prayer for them and the city to remain Boston strong. In Texas, the Texas Department of Public Safety says 14 people were killed in the fertilizer plant explosion and 60 others remain missing, which means the death toll could rise. Texas Governor Rick Perry says investigators have finished their search and rescue efforts after Wednesday's fertilizer plant explosion in the small town of West Texas. Authorities say they are still reviewing a list of people reported missing to determine how many people are still unaccounted for after the devastating blast.
We did an aerial observation of the damage, and it is pretty stunning from up above. But until you get right on that railroad track and look and see the absolute devastation that was done, you know, although our hearts are out for the families that have lost individuals, you know, we're probably blessed in a way, Mayor, that we didn't lose more people than we did with that large of an explosion.
And finally, in news today, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid said Thursday he'll set aside a proposed gun legislation without a final vote following a defeat the day earlier of major provisions sought by President Barack Obama and Democrats in the aftermath of the Newtown school massacre.
Despite the fact that a strong majority of the American people feel this way, we weren't able to get this done. Despite the fact that a strong majority of the United States Senate voted in favor of stronger background checks, strong majority, Republicans once again filibustered a common sense proposal. Madam President, we were able to get 4 Republicans, 4 out of 45. Yesterday, President Obama said it was a shameful day for the Senate, and it probably was. I agree. But we should make no mistake, this debate is not over. In fact, this fight's just beginning.
Well, that's all the headlines happening around the nation on this Monday, April 22nd. Now let's send it back to Donald for more news.
Thank you, Austin. If you've never been to a national park, now's your chance. All visitors can enter any of the roughly 400 national parks around the country for free from now until Friday. Next 5 days, all park entrance fees will be waived to honor National Park Week. Our closest national parks, Lake Mead, Death Valley, the Grand Canyon, and Zion, are all free to enter. Lake Mead, outside of Boulder City, is one of the 5 most visited national parks in the United States and has something for everyone.
So great animals, great natural scenery and geology, great places to boat and swim and fish, great places to picnic and relax and just kind of kick back and explore the area.
Even though the entrance is free, it is still a good idea to bring extra money to spend on camping, lake permits, or general purchases. The next time national park fees will be waived won't be until the end of the summer on August 27th during the celebration of the Park Service's birthday. Allison, have you ever been to any national parks?
My grandma lives up in Yellowstone, and I used to go there every summer, and I would go to visit Yellowstone National Park and see Old Faithful. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
When we return, Alex Bull will have a recap of the sports from this weekend.
And Bree Bally will have the Motorsports Minutes. Studio G will be right back.
Where is the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. Time, and I don't need no carrying on, 'cause you had a bad day.
The School of Engineering, located on the northwest side of campus, offers a wide variety of classes and activities. The Great Hall inside the Thomas T. Bean Engineering Complex features an array of the school's accomplishments and work, such as their annual cement canoe competition and bridge design competition that select students participate in. Named after Howard Hughes, this school takes learning to new heights.
March Madness has come and gone, leaving the NBA playoffs to create their own Cinderella story. However, the fairy tale ending might be on hold as all 8 home advantage teams won this weekend. In the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat torched the Milwaukee Bucks 110-87. New York's Knicks started their campaign with an 85-78 victory over Boston Celtics. Indiana Pacers thumped the Atlanta Hawks 107-90 behind Paul George's first postseason triple-double, while the Brooklyn Nets eased past the Chicago Bulls 106-89. In the Western Conference, Oklahoma Thunder spoiled James Harden's return obliterating the Houston Rockets 120-91. San Antonio Spurs defeated the short-handed LA Lakers 91-72. LA Clippers got by Memphis Grizzlies 112-91, and the Denver Nuggets eked past the Golden State Warriors behind Andre Miller's layup with 1.3 seconds left, 97-95. Tonight sees the Bulls travel to the Nets and the Grizzlies to the Clippers. Well, Liverpool striker Luis Suarez has been charged with violent conduct by the Football Association for biting Chelsea's Branislav Ivanovic during their 2-2 draw. This is not the first time Suarez has looked up to gobble up the opposition. He was dubbed the Cannonball of Ajax after trumping the shoulder of PSV Eindhoven, Ottoman Bakel, and banned for 7 games, and once again is looking at a lengthy ban. Novak Djokovic reunited his rivalry with Rafael Nadal Sunday as he ended the Spaniard's 8-year winning run at the Monte Carlo Masters with an 6-2, 7-6 victory. Nadal, returning from an 8-month layoff due to injury, had won 47 matches before the defeat on Sunday. While switching from the ATP to UNLV, the baseball team completed a 3-game sweep of the San Diego State Aztecs with a 5-2 victory on Sunday. It is the first time since 2007 that UNLV has swept San Diego State, and it is the first time since 2005 that the Rebels completed this feat in Las Vegas. UNLV returned to face number 9 ranked Arizona State on Wednesday. In tennis, the 71st ranked women's team defeated the Air Force Academy 4-3, with senior Elia Boshier clinching the final win. With the victory, the Lady Rebels improved to 16-7 overall and 6-2 in conference. They face New Mexico in the first round of the Mountain West Conference. The number 64th ranked men's tennis team finished their season with its senior day win over Fresno State. The Rebels were honoring Johannes Markel, Bernard Schumann and Charlie Alvarado before their 7-0 victory. The Rebels finished with the most wins since 1997, finishing 16-6. Its conference wins in 2001 4-2. They will face in-state rivals Nevada Reno in the first round. Both the men and women's tournament is being played in Colorado Springs. Well, that's all. That wraps up all the sports for today. Now let's send it back to Bree Bradley for this week's Motorsport Minute.
Good afternoon to all you adrenaline junkies out there, and welcome to Monday's Motorsports Minutes. As always, I'm Bree Bradley. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is gearing up for an event-filled weekend. A series that I'm particularly familiar with is coming to town for its second race of the season. Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, better known as LOR's, adrenaline-filled, high-flying, door-to-door contact, short-course style of racing that everyone seems to drawn to. Even big names such as Supercross champion Jeremy McGrath and even NASCAR 5-time winning Jimmy Johnson have raced in this series. Drivers visit Las Vegas with redemption and revenge after May 15th's race at Firebird Raceway in Chandelier, Arizona. This is going to be a fight to the finish between fan favorites Carl Renesetter, Rob McCachran, and the LeDuc brothers, and many more. You won't want to miss this. And on the opposite end of the Supercross-style short course track at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Pacific Streetcar Association is gearing up for its next event at the Strip. The drag strip, that is. The PSCA Magna Fuel Las Vegas Nationals will be taken this weekend. In addition to some of the best heads-up straight-line racing, fans will be treated to dual jet cars, Terminal Velocity, and the MAV-TV missile. The West Coast Outlaw Pro mods will also be on hand, along with a huge car show, vendors, and live entertainment. Sounds like a little something for everyone in the family to enjoy. Rounding out this news update, this past weekend's round 15 for the Monster Energy Supercross Series in Seattle was full of surprises. Justin Barcia grasped the whole shot in the beginning to the 450 SX class main event win with Mike Alessi and Vince Friese in tow. Villopoto positioned himself in the top 5 with a first turn pileup, claimed both Red Bull's KTM Ryan Dungey and the 2-2 Motorsports Honda Chad Reed. Villopoto wasted little time in moving forward and was in second place by lap 2, just a few tenths behind Barcia. However, Barcia led all 20 laps to win his second career 450 SX class main event. Well, that's going to do it for today's news in the industry of speed. We're going to take a short break, but when we return, Alex Bull will sit down with UNLV tennis number 1, Ace Matias. Stay tuned.
Away from me, everywhere I see her chasing me, creeper, sneaking up next to me. The only thing she wants is the rest of me, hiding in the shadows, looking through my car. She's hanging with my friends just to be involved. She's a creeper, keep her away from me.
Hello, I'm being stalked.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on, 'cause you had a bad day.
Welcome back to Studio G. We're now joined by UNLV Tennis #1, Ace Matthijs. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Your name. Let's talk about your name, because it's not a usual name, and it relates a lot to tennis. How did that come about?
I have two other siblings that played tennis, and actually my dad named us all after something tennis related. Mine's just the most obvious, pretty much, yeah.
All right, well, going back to the season, as I said earlier, UNLV have had an exceptional season this year. They went 16-6, the most wins since 1997, most conference wins since 2001. What is different about this team?
I think, I don't know, for some reason this team, we just seem more connected. Like, I've actually gotten to know most of the team pretty well, and whenever we go on trips or whenever, we're always talking. I don't know, maybe it's just we have better synergy, I guess, something like that.
Well, what's next for the tennis other than conference?
For me or for the team?
For the team.
Just, you mean like for the next season or?
Well, you got conference coming up next week. Just talk about conference.
Oh, conference, yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough, but I think we could pull through. We just have to be extra focused this week and just fight, pretty much. I mean, for the seniors, it's their last matches, so they got to give it their all and pretty much show the other guys. Yeah.
So you had senior day the other year, which we can see right now. How was senior day?
It was pretty emotional. I talk a lot with Bernie, he's my doubles partner, and he was pretty emotional. But everyone pulled out a win, and it was really good, pretty much, yeah.
And then let's bring it back to you. First time you've been ranked, you're 123 in America. What does that mean for you?
It was a big turnaround from last year. I transferred from Utah, and I didn't do too well. But then this year, I really turned it around, and to be ranked is pretty much, I don't know, it's a pretty big achievement for me.
Well, other than tennis, I know you're in a band, Bud Light Weekend. Recently, you just performed at the Student Athlete Talent Show. How was that?
It was actually really exciting. It was probably the most fun I've had. We practiced at least like 3 times a week, and we got in the cops called on us a few times, but it was probably the most fun I've had.
What instrument do you play?
I play lead guitar.
How did you do at the Student Athlete Talent Show?
We didn't actually place. Yeah, my bandmates are kind of upset, but I think it's kind of understandable because 2 of the guys weren't on our team.
Well, from the talent show, I think we actually have a clip of your solo, if we can bring that up.
Yeah. I didn't mess that up.
Was it when you're upstage and you're looking, because you had about 250 people there, and I'm assuming this is the biggest crowd you've had. How was it?
It was exhilarating, I guess. I don't know. We were all just caught up in the moment. We just had fun with it. It was great. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for us today. Well, actually, before we leave, where can people come and watch UNLV tennis?
Yeah, you could just come down to the Vicky Fertitta Tennis Complex. We usually have matches on Friday or something. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, usually at 12. Yeah, just free admission. Just come down, cheer on the Rebs. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Ace, for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're going to be taking a short break. Studio G will be right back.
I'd like to thank the members of the UNLV community that have started something.
I became a big sister to make an impact in a child's life.
I became a big brother to get involved in my community.
4 hours a month, you can make a big difference in the life of a child.
I became a Big Sister because I wanted to start something.
Contact Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Nevada and start something today.
I have to make split-second decisions as a top fuel driver. Hi, I'm Brandon Bernstein, driver for Kenny Bernstein's 2010 Copart Lucas Oil Top Fuel Dragster. To make it in the NHRA, I've had to work hard, stay focused, and make smart decisions along the way. To reach your goals, you need to think straight, stay on track, and give your very best effort in everything you do. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
The inability to breathe, snot pouring out of your nose, it's a real hairy business. As a firefighter, I'm a student of the weather, and I've noticed that there's a change that's occurred in the last several years. We're having many more large and damaging fires. Sometimes thousands of fires will occur. If the climate changes and we don't have the water we need, California could dry up and blow away.
The Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is organizing events to help raise awareness for this disease. This past Saturday, parents at Summerlin Walk shared what they're doing to help find a cure.
We're here for a cystic fibrosis walk. It's a walk to raise funds and also to raise awareness about cystic fibrosis. My 8-year-old son has cystic fibrosis. We found out when he was 3 months old that he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, and so since that time we've tried to make an effort to get friends and family and people we know to come out to this walk to raise funds and raise awareness to try to find a cure.
Cystic fibrosis is the most common genetic fatal disease of children and young adults in the United States. Mainly affects lungs and the digestive system. It also affects other organs. Our first child was diagnosed with CF at 6 weeks old, and we've been living with it and the ups and downs of it, and we want to find a cure for it.
It's good to get all these people out here to do this and raise awareness so that people do become familiar with the impact and the consequences of the disease.
Participants in the walk, they sign up and they agree to do some fundraising. They get people to sponsor them on walks. It's usually a 5K walk. We're going to do it at UNLV next week. We're going to walk around the Myron Partridge track, and money will be turned in then. It's the biggest fundraiser for cystic fibrosis.
I went out there because my dad actually has cystic fibrosis.
Really?
Yep, so it's really important to me, and I think we all need to work together to try to find a cure.
Yes, that's right.
Another Great Strides event will be this Saturday at UNLV, April 27th. Tune in with me next Monday for an update on that walk.
Well, that's it for this edition of Studio G. For everyone here at Studio G, I'm Donald Woods.
And I'm Allison Whitley. Have a wonderful day, UNLV.